Part 3. Catholic parents are the hope of Catholic families. This may seem like a strange statement. Catholic parents are the hope of Catholic families. So what's new? Let me tell you, you don't take that statement casually, not today. What do we mean? We mean that the parents must be Catholic parents, and every letter in that adjective Catholic should be capitalized. Parents must be Catholic parents, not associate members of the Catholic Church, not honorary members of the Catholic Church, not just academically educated members of the Catholic Church, not just social members of the Catholic Church, but militant members of the Church militant. That's the mystical body of Christ on earth. And we better learn who we are at the risk of losing the war that is going on. And let me tell you, and the enemy is being demonically successful. What do we mean when we say that Catholic parents are the hope of Catholic families? We mean that ideally, wish I did not have to use the adverb, but I have to. Ideally, both parents are professed, believing Catholic parents. Some time ago, the bishops of then Western Germany came out with a statement to their people saying they could prove, with almost no exception, that by the third generation, all the children of mixed marriages are lost to the Catholic Church. Oh, how casually, how thoughtlessly, how blindly otherwise sincere Catholics enter into what we, without a second thought, call mixed marriages. How our nation needs marriages in which both husband and wife, and then mother and father, are, I repeat, believing, practicing Catholics. What do we mean by the statement we made that Catholic parents are the hope of Catholic families? We mean that only one parent is professedly Catholic. The non-Catholic partner must be cooperative in the Catholic education of their children. That's a divine law. That imperative must be cooperative. It may mean, as it did mean in the mother of St. Augustine, remember, Monica, married to a pagan. Of all names, his name was Patrick. Well, she made sure that her son Augustine was, as far as she could, was exposed to Catholic ideas. But as we know, until his early 30s, Augustine was a pagan like his father. Monica became a saint, as I've told so many, especially mothers who are Catholic, in a mixed marriage. It is God's will that you practice heroic virtue, but shed your blood rather than deprive your children of the greatest possession you have on earth, namely your Catholic faith. What are we saying when we claim that Catholic parents are the hope of Catholic families? We mean that the professed Catholic father or mother must be above average in the practice of their Catholic faith. I've been saying this for years, till my last breath. I will keep repeating, ordinary Catholic families will not survive. Only heroic mothers and fathers will see themselves reproduced, not only physically in their children, but spiritually in the children whom they brought into this world in order to raise them for the world to come. What are we saying? We are saying that the Catholic parent would rise, if need be, to the peak in the practice of patience and zeal in fostering the Catholic upbringing of their children. Over the years, most of my apostolic work has been academic. 25 years of teaching my own fellow Jesuits their theology, publishing, lecturing. But I've made sure that I've kept in constant contact with mothers and fathers so that I would know, not just theoretically or theologically, but radically and incredibly, the courage that God is giving to Catholic mothers and fathers today is, I mean it, a moral miracle. The grace is there. All we need is the faith to believe that if faith moves mountains, well, there are mountains to move in today's world, deluged with paganism, if your children will reach heaven with you. Here, where both parents are Catholic, they must cooperate with each other. Not father alone, nor mother alone, but the two together. I know of no place in which the adverb together is more indispensable then in the raising of children, mother and father together, and their togetherness, their selfless love for one another, is the indispensable divinely laid condition for passing on their faith to their children. As homeschooling becomes more and more widespread among Catholic families, this places a heavy burden on the parents. They must be willing to sacrifice many conveniences to provide for the adequate education of their children. Nothing in your lives as parents, nothing should take precedence over the Catholic education of your children. Nothing. Of course, the parents must know their faith, must understand what they believe, must love their faith, and that means loving the cross on which the founder of Christianity died to show how much he loves us. Two monosyllables go together in Christianity: love and the cross. And your children will inherit the faith that you would receive from those who went before you, you parents, only in the measure that you not only resign yourselves to the cross, not only stop resisting the cross, not only stop complaining about the cross in your life, I mean it, that you embrace the cross. I would have the goal to speak this language as I tried in some small measure to live what I'm sharing with you. Why is all we've been saying so painfully true? Because our modern communications are flooding the world with a notion of ideas that are in contradiction to the teachings of Jesus Christ. Because the children are being bombarded with these pagan ideas on all sides. When I watch young children watching television, I say a prayer. The task before the parents is gigantic. In fact, it is humanly impossible. But over the years in teaching the theology of grace, I've told my students a very good definition of grace. Grace is that which enables us to do the humanly impossible.